In the summer of 1987, under the warm Argentine sun, a quiet child named Lionel Messi was born in the city of Rosario. No one knew then that this small, soft-spoken boy would one day rewrite the story of football. He was the son of a factory worker and a part-time cleaner, growing up in a neighborhood where the sound of bouncing footballs was the daily soundtrack. For young Lionel, the ball wasn't just a toy, it was his closest friend, his way of speaking to the world. Before he could even form full sentences, his feet were already creating poetry on the dusty streets. His mother, Celia, would watch from their balcony, her heart a mix of pride and worry. She saw the magic in him, but she also knew how fragile dreams could be in a world of hardship. His father, Jorge, was his first believer. After exhausting shifts at the factory, he'd take Lionel to the local field, mesmerized as his son danced past boys twice his size. It was there that a neighborhood coach first saw him play and said, "This boy is different. He feels the ball in a way you can't teach. It's as if the ball loves him." At just 5 years old, Lionel joined Grandoli, a small team coached by his father. He wasn't big or strong, but he had something far more powerful, pure, unadulterated genius. While other kids chased the ball seemed to chase him. He'd glide between them, a blur of motion, scoring goal after goal with a shy smile. A year later, he joined Newell's Old Boys, his childhood club. The stands would fill with locals, all there to see little Messi. In one season, he scored over 500 goals, and the whispers of his name spread throughout Rosario. He was a prodigy, a force of nature packed into a tiny frame. But fate, which had blessed him with so much talent, was about to test him in the cruelest way. Around the age of 12, a terrifying reality set in. Lionel wasn't growing. While his friends shot up, he remained small, his body seemingly frozen in time. The doctor's diagnosis was a crushing blow, a growth hormone deficiency. The treatment was astronomical, far beyond what his family could ever afford. His mother's tears fell, and his father was silenced by the cost. Lost in the weight of his parents' sorrow, Messi asked a simple, heartbreaking question: "Does this mean I won't be able to play football anymore?" In that heavy silence, his father made a promise that would change everything. "No, son," he whispered. "We won't give up. We'll find a way." The family's desperate search for help began. Newell's Old Boys offered some support, but it wasn't enough. With every doctor's warning about the risks of stopping treatment, Lionel held his football tighter, a silent vow to protect his dream. Hope was fading, but it wasn't gone. Then, in the year 2000, a lifeline appeared from across the ocean. A relative mentioned that a famous club in Spain, FC Barcelona, was holding tryouts for young talent. It seemed like an impossible long shot, a sick boy from a poor Argentinian neighborhood trying out for one of the world's biggest clubs. But Jorge Messi didn't hesitate. He sold what little they had, scraped together every penny, and embarked on a journey into the unknown with his son. As Lionel sat on that plane, clutching his football, he looked out at the clouds and made a promise to himself: "I'll make them know my name." That flight wasn't just a trip, it was the beginning of a legend. A small boy from Rosario, with nothing but a dream in his heart and a ball at his feet, was crossing an ocean to chase his destiny. He didn't know it yet, but the world was about to meet the boy who never gave up. He didn't know it yet, but the world was about to meet the boy who never gave up. Life was never easy, and the road was far from smooth, but Lionel Messi proved that greatness isn't born from strength, it's born from belief. From a dusty field and a humble home, the first step of a legendary journey was taken. He didn't know it yet, but the world was about to meet the boy who never gave up. Soon, the whole world would know that this boy who once held a football in his lap on a small plane to Barcelona. He didn't know it yet, but the world was about to meet the boy who never gave up. He didn't know it yet, but the world was about to meet the boy who never gave up. He was a legend destined to rewrite history. He didn't know it yet, but the world was about to meet the boy who never gave up.